Hey gearheads, let me tell you about the wildest scene in car culture, where donks, verts, and hardtops come together for some serious street action. Picture this. The sun's setting, engines are revving, and the smell of burning rubber fills the air. You've got these massive donks rolling in, sitting high on those 24-inch rims, paint jobs so clean they're practically mirrored. Then the verts cruise up, tops down, showing off those custom interiors that probably cost more than my first house. And don't even get me started on those classic hardtops, pure American muscle, just waiting to light up the pavement. When these rides meet up, it's not just a car show. It's a full-on street performance. The sound of those engines, the screech of tires, and that sweet smell of victory when someone nails the perfect burnout. It's more than just cars. It's pure adrenaline, pure passion, pure automotive art in motion.
Engines hot, bets locked. No excuses. Tonight the Donk game writes another chapter. Big rims, bigger money, and zero room for soft launches. Part 4, pressure, power, payouts. Personalities fuel this. Callouts aren't just noise. They're marketing, mind games, and momentum. Donk Master made whole cities tune in, then took big rim racing from local legend to national storyline. When he lines up, phones come out and bets get loud. This isn't random meetups, it's a circuit now. NDRA turned big rim battles into a sanctioned series. Rules, safety, points, pride. If you want the crown, you travel, you tech up, you show up. Lifted classics on 26 to 30 plus wheels demand real engineering. Suspension geometry, driveline angles, serious brakes. Add power, spray or boost. And your setup better be sorted or the big rims will tell on you at half track. Sanctioned rules keep it competitive and safe. And then there's Miami, Donk Day, where candy paint meets ocean heat. This is where style weighs as much as ET slips. You'll see out-of-state plates and global eyes. The movement's bigger than one city now. The Donk game has always been about more than chrome and candy paint. It's a story of culture, of competition, of style on wheels. From the streets of Miami to racetracks across America, donks have evolved from neighborhood showpieces into high-performance machines that demand respect. In part 4 of Inside the Donk Game, we dive deeper than ever before into the roots, the evolution, the racing, the lifestyle, and the future of a culture that refuses to be ignored. Buckle up. This is the Donk Game. To understand where the donk scene is today, you've got to know where it came from. The story starts in Miami and South Florida in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Back then, the Chevrolet Caprice and Impala from the 1971 to 1976 era were more than just cars. They were canvases. The big bodies, wide frames, and bold styling made them perfect for transformation. Candy-colored paint jobs, oversized chrome wheels, and custom interiors started showing up in neighborhoods from Liberty City to Overtown. It wasn't about racing yet, it was about presence. Rolling down the block in a freshly painted donk meant status, pride, and individuality. But this wasn't just about cars, it was about identity. When mainstream car culture overlooked these communities, donks became a way to make a statement. We're here, and we shine. And from those roots, the donk scene grew into something no one could have predicted. As the years passed, donks stopped being just neighborhood trophies and started becoming engineering marvels. What was once a focus on flashy rims and wild paint jobs evolved into a competition of who could build the cleanest, fastest, and most unique ride. Suspension systems were reimagined to fit massive 24s, 26s, and eventually 30-inch wheels, without losing ride quality. Builders started investing thousands into engines, swapping stock motors for big block, V8s, LS swaps, and even turbocharged setups. What used to be dismissed as just show cars became serious machines with horsepower numbers rivaling pro drag racers. Legendary builders rose up in the community, names that carry weight when spoken. Shops like Big Rims, Swag Shop, and countless independent garages started setting standards for what a true donk should look and perform like. And let's not forget the details. Interiors stitched in custom leather, sound systems that could shake a block, and paint jobs layered with pearl, flakes, and murals. Donks became moving works of art, but art that could burn rubber and tear down a track. As the years passed, donks stopped being just neighborhood trophies and started becoming engineering marvels. What was once a focus on flashy rims and wild paint jobs evolved into a competition of who could build the cleanest, fastest, and most unique ride. Suspension systems were reimagined to fit massive 24s, 26s, and eventually 30-inch wheels without losing ride quality. Builders started investing thousands into engines, swapping stock motors for big block V8s, LS swaps, and even turbocharged setups. What used to be dismissed as just show cars became serious machines with horsepower numbers rivaling pro drag racers. Legendary builders rose up in the community, names that carry weight when spoken. Shops like Big Rims, Swag Shop, and countless independent garages started setting standards for what a true donk should look and perform like. And let's not forget the details. Interiors stitched in custom leather, sound systems that could shake a block, and paint jobs layered with pearl, flakes, and murals. Donks became moving works of art, but art that could burn rubber and tear down a track. This is where the donk game hit another level. What started as casual pulls on the street turned into serious competition.
I'm gonna punish you. I'm gonna punish you.
Underground races in Florida began drawing crowds, everyone wanting to see which donk could really back up its looks with power. Soon, these races evolved into organized events. Tracks across the South started hosting donk racing shows, where hundreds of spectators came to see cars on 26s and 28s running quarter miles in times that shocked traditional racers. The rivalry added fuel to the culture. It wasn't just about who had the best paint job anymore. It was about who could dominate the strip. Builders pushed the limits, tuning engines, upgrading transmissions, and fabricating custom parts that could handle the massive rims without sacrificing speed. And then came the legends, the donks that became famous for smoking competition. Rivalries between crews turned into highlight reels that spread across YouTube, pulling the donk scene out of the shadows and into the mainstream. The sound of a donk launching down the track, V8s roaring, turbos spooling, became the soundtrack of a new era. Racing wasn't just part of the culture, it was the future of the culture.